This is the very first session for Secret Sunday session and the first interview, and I can't think of a better act to announce as a debut act for the Secret Sundays. It's the gorgeous Beverley Knight. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. Are you well?
I'm very well, thank you. I should say Beverley Knight MBE.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. That was 2007, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. God, that seems like ages ago now.
Tell us where you were when you found out about this.
I was initially. I was just got a letter through the post, and I thought it was a wind up, and my management knew all about it already. But then when I got the kind of confirmation, the posh letter, as it were, I was actually on the road with Take That, and just could not believe it because I really, honestly thought it was a wind up, and it clearly wasn't. It was amazing.
Meeting the Queen, a nerve-wracking experience.
Oh, yeah, it was. All I could think of, what do I wear? What do I wear? So I got the outfit in the end, wore platforms. The Queen is Diddy. I don't know why I wore platforms, but I did. And then regretted it because you have to walk backwards away from the Queen and curtsy, and I thought I'm going to fall over. And it's just not going to be good.
I have to say, the most amazing shoes, were they anything like that, the platforms you're wearing, because they are incredible.
Oh, thank you. Thank God they weren't as spindly as these. If they were, it would have been all over.
You are going to be the envy of many gay men here tonight with those on, doing the session for us.
But they can't have them. Sorry, they're mine.
And I've got to say, obviously, this is a really intimate setting for you as well. It's an acoustic session.
Yes, that's right.
Are you looking forward to doing that? Are you used to stripping it back?
Yeah,
Sounds
I am.
a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Oh, no, it sounds really good, believe me. I am. I do quite a lot of shows where it's just me and a guitar, and it's really nice because you feel as though you can really get up close and personal, explain a few things about the songs, and people really can read the emotion as well as hearing it, and they can see it too, of course. So.
And you're launching our 10th birthday celebrations for GaydarRadio as well, which
is
is fantastic.
Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful, yeah.
Because this is the first time you've been here as well.
I know, it's like,
where have you been?
I don't know, I wasn't invited.
Tell us about your album as well, Soul UK, because this is your 7th studio album.
Yes, it is. Soul UK is basically me honouring the brilliant work of British artists who have given us soul music, the people who kind of made the way for me, because without them, honestly, me having a successful career would have been really, really tough. So I wanted to kind of remind people of how great these artists are and put them in the spotlight, because we all put the Americans in the spotlight, but not so much the Brits.
Were these your favourite tracks as you were growing up that you were listening to?
Yeah, this was some of them. Some of them, it was like, I've got so many, but these were just some of the ones that I thought, people need to hear these again, I think.
Was it a good childhood for you? I can imagine that you've had a great life so far, because obviously you've been in music for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I have. I mean, my childhood was surrounded by music. I come from a long line of musicians and singers, and that was the framework in which I grew up in my household. So I think I was really, really lucky to have the kind of life that I had growing up.
I would imagine you'd be quite a determined child as well.
Yes.
To succeed. Quite ambitious. Yeah.
I was. I had to be good at everything I did. If I wasn't, I could get into a good strop.
Now, you've done a duet with Chaka Khan. You've worked with a lot of incredible people.
Yes.
2 divas in the same studio sounds like a nightmare to me.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Sounds like trouble.
No, it was amazing. Honestly, there was me going, oh, my God, Chaka Khan. I'm in the studio with Chaka Khan. Oh, my God. And there was her, like, just taking her time and doing her thing. Yeah. And so, we were both in this tiny little booth together. And I sang a bit and she sang a bit. And then we had a cup of tea and some biscuits, as you do, And we had a brilliant time. She's wonderful.
And that was Soul Survivor?
Yeah.
Would you say you're a survivor?
I think
so. A soul survivor?
Yeah, a soul survivor. Yeah. It's not an easy industry. It is fraught with ups and downs. 1 minute everybody, thinks you're great. The next minute everyone's like, change their mind on you. And it's just about staying in the game and being constant. And 17 years, I'm still here. Can't quite believe it.
Have you met some difficult divas? Because obviously Chaka Khan's a lovely diva to work with.
Yes.
Have you met some difficult people in your time?
Yes.
Yeah. I work with a few.
I have. Oh, my God.
Difficult divas.
I've met some which... man, I wouldn't like to be working with them on a permanent level, put it that way.
Is it true that song was written for Tina Turner as well?
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. I wrote it for Tina, me and Guy Chambers. But then when I went to put the vocal on it and sang it down as a demo, I was like, I'm not giving this to Tina Turner. I want this one. This was brilliant.
What's been your highlight of your career so far?
Have to be honest, you know, all the accolades and all of that are wonderful, but being on stage with Prince and Stevie Wonder at Prince's house in LA was mental.
He's your ultimate icon,
He
isn't
really is. He really,
fan
really is. Massive, massive fan. And just, I still can't believe that happened. Really. Just amazing.
Do you ever look back at old photos? Because you've been working, how long have you been in the music industry for?
This is my 17th year.
It is your 17th year.
Yeah.
Do you look back at the past, or are you someone that likes to look forward?
I'm very much forward thinking. It's always about what's coming next. But at the same time, you do have to take a breath and just reflect on what's gone before. And yes, sometimes I look back and think, what on earth did you have on? What on earth was that haircut? What on earth, you know, all those kinds of things.
That's inevitable, though, with the changes of fashion, isn't it?
Of course. But even then, you know, I look back at the music and I never feel that way. Yeah. It's only when I look back at me I feel that way.
You actively campaign for anti-AIDS campaigns, and you do a lot of great charity work as well. And it's something that you're recognised for as well. Is that important to you, that people sit up and take notice?
It's desperately important. Not just, you know, you can do charity work and it's fine and it's great and, you know, and it goes to the right people, fingers crossed, and all of that. But when it's something that consumes you, when it's something that is a personal fight, you know, then I think it just makes everything you do more fervent, more real, more honest. I have been personally affected by the scourge of HIV/AIDS, and I don't want another single human being to go through what I saw. And I was an observer, so you know, if I can do everything within my power to put a halt to the spread of HIV, then that's what I'm going to do. And other things, breast cancer, and you know, whether it be childhood illnesses, whatever they may be, you know, I'm going to do my bit. Got to do my bit.
And also anti-homophobia in lyrics,
yes,
as well, especially in the urban dance music scene as well, because that's starting to change now, isn't it?
It is. Slowly. I think you're not finding a lot of the young artists coming out of Britain doing that. It still seems to be certain pockets of the US market and in the Caribbean, but thank God people over here are just kind of leaving that to one side. And me personally, why would you even do that in the first place, you know? Sure. I mean, you're talking about things where you have no control over, any more than I had control over being born black, you know, or someone's born left-handed. Being born gay, it's a state, and that's that. And you can't hate something about someone which is intrinsic to their genetic makeup. So.
Because a lot of rap artists and hip-hop artists are actually starting to speak out more about
Thank
that now,
God.
which is quite a brave thing for them to do. So it's good that they're doing it.
Because it is really machismo and all of that, and they know it's just rubbish. They know. So kudos to them for actually growing a spine.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Quick fire round for you.
Go on.
One of your singles is called Rewind. If you could rewind to one particular time of your life, where would it be? If you could revisit that.
I would rewind to the day that I found out I'd broken the top 10, which shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah. That was a good day.
Is that important to you, though, success?
Back then, when it was really important about building the profile and everything, that was important. Not so much now, the whole chart thing, because it's all changed anyway, so I kind of just crack on with it. Greatest
day, would that have been your greatest day? Finding out about the top 10?
Yeah, that really was a watershed moment in my career. So I was like, yes.
Okay, Mama used to say, another one of your hit singles, obviously from the new album. What was the best advice your mum gave you? Would you say?
God, that there is nothing that can stop me from achieving what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
You know, she drummed it into my head. You can do anything you want to do. No make nobody stop you. All right, Mum. I do.
Mothers are always right, aren't
Oh,
they?
yes.
I love the fact that one of your best of albums is called Voice. It's just that voice. Because that's what people recognise, I think, with you. They know that you've got an amazing voice and a really distinctive, unique voice as well.
I think no matter what else goes on with me, whether I'm having like huge hit singles or not or whatever, people come back to my music because they want to hear me sing, and that I am eternally grateful for. And I've built my whole career based on that ability. So I'm just so grateful that people just keep coming back time and time again.
Because you don't smoke or drink. Is that to look after your tool, as it were? Is that...
Well, smoking, it's just never appealed to me. Far too vain, don't want to get lines. And drink, it just never agreed with me, to be fair. I probably have some kind of allergy to it because it reacts badly with me. So
I wish I could use that excuse. I need to learn from you. Now, assuming nobody knew you as an artist, how would you sum yourself up as Beverley Knight? How would you sell yourself?
A pocket rocket.
Pocket rocket?
Yeah, because I'm only little, but I'm definitely loud.
That's very accurate, I think. Obviously, we've talked about the LGBT community.
Yes.
Obviously, they respect you, not only as an artist, but for the charity work that you do. Is there anything to come in the next year? What are your ambitions if you're going to look at the next couple of years, things that need addressing?
Well, there's a lot of work to be done internationally. I just had the joy of coming back from Malawi. I was with the regular people of Malawi, where they're doing great work out there to stop the spread of HIV. But at the same time, higher up the marching orders, you've got a very unstable, corrupt system, which have got some crazy laws in place, trying to imprison people for just being born gay. And other countries have got like death penalties and things. It's dodgy water, it's dangerous water, but someone's got to dip their toe into it, and it may as well be me. So in the future, I'd like to do what I can to try and affect people's hearts, and get them to see sense. Yeah.
And you've obviously got a lot of gay friends as well. I think you party with the gays better than anyone, probably, more than likely.
Yes.
And you're touring Gay UK, obviously, in November, the big tour that's coming up next month.
Oh, man.
You're looking forward to that?
I really, really am. That'll be amazing. That'll be really cool.
And I just have to say, just before we started filming, you said that you weren't going to take a break before you start this tour because there's too much to do. I think that's amazing. How you constantly slogging, hard working.
You cannot take anything for granted in music. You just have to keep working and working at it. But to be honest, I mean, this is a charmed life. It's not like, oh my God, I've got to get up in the morning and work. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a brilliant, brilliant life. I do the one thing, well, one amongst many, that makes me so happy, and I get to do it as a job. Yeah. It's hardly back-breaking work, so happy.
That proves how passionate you are as an artist, I think, as a person as well.
Well, I'm everything I do is with a passion.
Yeah, people can see that as well, I think.
Which is
definitely.
Good.
Yeah. Listen, Beverley, we're so looking forward to seeing you perform here for the first Secret Sundays. It's an honour to have you as the debut act as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we wish you all the best for that. No, thank you for coming, and good luck with the tour as well.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Excited.
Passionate about music.